it's only fitting that tonight I'm the one who gets to put an end to Dean Ambrose's little fairy tale dream run as WWE champion. And when he's tumbled and fallen as low as he can go, I will reach down, pick up my title, put it on my shoulder, walk into Battleground, and prove to everybody that as far as the Shield is concerned, I was always the man.
How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? How would you like to go see the school counselor? What did you say? I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was jackpot bug. Jackpot bug. Jackpot bug.
Oh, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Jacob McGovern, aka Cubics, and today this is Shooting the Shit, where the shit gets shittier every single time. And yes, this is a Shooting the Shit for y'all. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. More specifically, we're going to be talking about Seth Rollins. We're going to be talking about Braun Strowman. We're going to be talking about AEW. Wow, holy shit, I just hit my fucking table. We're going to be talking about AEW and All Out. We're going to be talking about Sasha Banks. We're going to be talking about a lot of shit right now. But before I get into any of that, we're going to talk about the official sponsor for Shooting the Shit with Cubics. It is Trojan Condoms. Because remember, it's not good for you. It's good for her as well. So, Trojan Condoms, the official sponsor. So, I might as well just jump into this shit. We might as well talk about professional wrestling, because that's what this channel and that's what the show's about, right? It's about professional wrestling. So, let's talk about the King of the Ring tournament. Now, right now, we are in the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. It is, let's see, the quarterfinals are, let's look at the match bracket on Wikipedia. It's Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. That's going to be happening. That's quarterfinals match. We got Cedric Alexander versus Baron Corbin. That's gonna be an epic match. Come on, guys! Everyone's gonna tune into that shit. We got Elias versus Ali. He's not Mustafa Ali anymore. He's just Ali now. So that's great. And apparently he had a really good match against Buddy Murphy on SmackDown tonight. I don't know because I haven't watched SmackDown yet. See, now this is the fucking problem. Now I see motherfuckers who always complain about how Monday Night Raw is, and they're just like, oh, I gotta watch it because I review this shit. No, you don't gotta watch Monday Night Raw. If the show fucking sucks, you don't gotta watch it. Okay, and people like Solomonster, people like Delexman, all these motherfuckers, they're just, it's terrible. Like Delexman is the worst fucking culprit of this because he's always like, yeah, it's your boy Delexman, and tonight we're reviewing Raw, and it sucks. What do I have to say about Raw? It's like, why do you watch it, motherfucker? That's why I choose not to watch Raw, because it sucks ass either way. So who cares? So anyways, we got so we got Elias versus Ali. We got Chad Gable versus Andrade. If you're gonna ask me who's gonna win these matches, I would say between Elias and Ali, I would like Ali to win that match against Elias, because Elias is just he just sucks. I don't know. Elias, so I hope Ali wins, and I hope Andrade beats Chad Gable, but at the same time, it'd be fucking great if Chad Gable beats Andrade. That'd be an upset, but I'm pretty positive in saying Andrade is going to beat Chad Gable, and I hope that we get Andrade versus Ali. I hope that this is not just a fucking throwaway tournament, and we're just going to get gimmicks over, and we're not just going to focus on match quality and all this shit. And, you can call me a fucking mark for talking about, the match quality, you gotta, but yeah, no, this needs to be, if it's called the King of the Ring, it needs to showcase all the guys who are good inside the ring. So, guys like Ali, guys like Andrade, guys like Cedric Alexander, all these guys need to advance farther in the tournament. Not Baron Corbin, not Elias, not fucking who else is in this tournament. I don't fucking know. So, anyways, yeah. So as far as Elias versus Ali, I think Ali needs to win, and Chad Gable versus Andrade. Andrade definitely has to win. So that's my prediction. So for the semifinals, I think we're gonna get. I hope that we get an Ali versus Andrade match in the semifinals, and then the other match we have is Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. I'm hyped for this match because these two have proved they can put on a good match. So I'm hoping for that match, and I'm hopeful. If you're asking me who's going to win in that match, I would say it's probably going to be Ricochet because they don't give Samoa Joe shit. So it's probably going to be Ricochet. But I'm hopeful that it might be Samoa Joe. So I'm going to say Ricochet. And the next match is Cedric Alexander versus Sacha Baron Corbin. And Sacha Baron Corbin, I think, is going to beat Cedric Alexander. That's who I think is going to win. Who I would like to win is Cedric Alexander. If Cedric Alexander and Ricochet both win, then that leads to a fucking great match because then you have in the semifinals Ali versus Andrade and Cedric Alexander versus Ricochet. And that's a really good semifinal match for the King of the Ring tournament if you think about it. Because it's supposed to be called the King of the Ring tournament. So you want to have motherfuckers who are all about the ring, who use the ring as their advantage. Am I the only motherfucker that thinks this? I don't think so. Anyways, in the chat, we got Scorpion Death Drop, aka Leon, saying sup Cubics. What's up, Leon? We got Will Ferrell #1 saying Tony Schiavone is signed with AEW. Yeah, I mean that was already inevitable. We already knew Tony Schiavone had some type of working relationship with fucking AEW. I don't know what MLW's response to that is because, as far as I know, Tony Schiavone is the color commentator on there. But Tony Schiavone has signed a deal, and he's going to be with JR and Excalibur when AEW goes to TNT. So that's a good scoop for AEW, but I don't know. MLW must be pissed off. So for Samoa Joe and Ricochet, I'm picking Ricochet to win, and I'm picking Cedric Alexander. I hope that they go this route and make the King of the Ring tournament out of guys who are actual workhorses and actually get you done in the ring. And as far as who I think should win the King of the Ring tournament, I'm conflicted on three people. It's either going to be Ali, Ricochet, or Andrade. I'm really conflicted on these three people because, on one hand, I want Andrade to win because he hasn't been given anything on the main roster, and I feel like him winning the King of the Ring would be really interesting and really cool. I think Ricochet should get it because they're really hard. They have a really big heart on for Ricochet, and it's really, it's justified. If I was in charge of a wrestling company, I want to push him too. So I'd say, and Ali too. Ali puts together these great self-produced promos for SmackDown and for Raw and shit, and he's a really good talent to have. And I think they could put the King of the Ring on him too. So I believe that it's going to be Ricochet. I think we're going to get King Ricochet. It just rolls off the tongue. So, yeah, I think it's going to be King Ricochet. But the finals, I think it should be Ali versus Ricochet, if I'm going to be honest. It should be either Ali versus Ricochet or Andrade versus Ricochet, because that'd be fucking great. Those would be great matches either way. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm picking Ricochet to win this whole thing. But, yeah. No, if Leon, you want the link, I'll send it to you, bro. Because I'll send the link to you. I'll just send it anyways. I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck. Man, I was trying to send Jason the link to my hangout the other night, but a few nights ago, but he was like, "Oh, I'm not talking about wrestling anymore." Guess he's talking about soccer now. I don't fucking know. I mean, good for him, but Jason has to talk about wrestling. He's the Shield of Ballet Castle, man. But yeah, Leon, if you want the link, I'll send it to you. I don't want to just send it to you if you don't want it. So. Sorry, I'm getting some texts. So yeah, that's the King of the Ring tournament. I don't know how it's gonna go. See, I need to have someone come in right now. I don't know who I'm gonna have come in. I'm just gonna send the links to random motherfuckers, and we're gonna see where this thing goes. What should I talk about in the meantime? Sasha Banks. Let's talk about Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has been gone for 6 months or whatever, however the fuck it's been from WWE, and uh, it's she's posting all these cryptic tweets. And I'm not a Sasha Banks fan, so I can't complain and be like, "Oh, yeah, Sasha Banks turned her back on her fan." But literally, like, she never gave any explanation to her fans, like where she was during that time that she's taken off. All she does is post like cryptic photos of her like on the beach and shit, like I'm free and shit. Like people are gonna read into that shit, and she's following all these AEW people, and she's just stirring up shit for the sake of stirring up shit. And on one hand that's good, and on one hand that's not, because it's fucking stupid, because you're fucking with like fans' emotions. Like, and I'm not a fan of Sasha Banks, so I can say this shit. So um I don't know. It's just weird. So Sasha Banks comes back and she's feuding with Becky Lynch, and now she's a heel, which is good because fucking Sasha Banks should have been a heel all along. But it's just, I don't know. She's coming out there, talking to Natalia, saying, "Oh, say hi to your dad for me," and it's like, "Oh, they got to use Jim Neidhart's death," you know. Like, it's is that really what you got to do to fucking advance the storyline? I don't fucking know. I'm all for talking about bringing up personal shit and to gain heat and talking all that shit, but just get to a level, man. So I'm sending the link to Leon. Sending Leon the link. I'll send it to Scott Casegale as well, because Scott Scott needs to get on here, and I'm planning on sending a direct message to one Vince Russo, the Ned Flanders motherfucker, to have him personally apologize and personally make a video on Scott K. Scale. But we'll see where that goes. So I sent the link to Leon. I sent Leon the link. I send Scott K. Scale the link. He'll definitely join. If Leon won't, then this guy will. Just come on, I can always rely on Scott. Plus, I need someone else to talk about some shit. I'll I asked Will to join too, so Will wants to join. Just trying to see who else is on, who's online, because I don't want to fucking bother anybody else who's not online. But we'll probably have Scott join in a little bit. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. Let me just make sure people can fucking hear me on this shit. I'm pretty sure people can, because I don't think Scott and Leon would be commenting if they couldn't fucking hear me. So we'll see. Does my audio sound fucked up? Yeah, like it sounds weird, dude. I don't know. Well, I sent Leon and I sent Scott the link, so hopefully they get it, and hopefully they can come in and talk about some shit, and we'll see. So I know StreamYard can go to like Facebook now or something like that. Go to Facebook and go to like other outlets. I hit up Will, see if he would want to stream. Should I hit up Polston? Let me hit up Polston, okay? I'm just gonna hit up Polston and be like, "Hey, you want us to shoot some shit?" Polston, like I've only had a one show with Polston. That was Google Hang. That was when Google Hangouts was a thing. Fuck, I'm protecting my forehead right now. My forehead looks like shit. It looks like I have like a fucking 5 head. So that's terrible. So I messaged Polston, asked if he wants to shoot some shit. Sent the link to Leon. Sent the link to Scott. We'll see who joins. Man, fucking tired. See, like, I'm going to talk about AEW in a second, because I also. Actually, you know what? While I get people to come in, I'm going to stream the latest episode of The Road to All Out, or the recent episode I've seen. This is the one with Brandy Rhodes promoting the upcoming match with Cody Rhodes and Shawn Spears from AEW All Out. Let me find this episode. Here it is. Oh shit! Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna watch this together as a family right now. So I'm gonna mute my face. I'm gonna mute my facial reactions while we watch this.
13 years. 13. That is about how long people have been discussing why my husband stays in the mix, why he's at the top of his field. And Sean Spears, you played all my favorite songs. It was his daddy. He's just a leech. Oh, it was Legacy. It was definitely the Bullet Club. While you were grasping for excuses like air, I could have saved you the trouble and drowned you in the answers, you stupid son of a bitch.
Ho ho ho!
There is a difference between being a wrestler and being a pro wrestler, someone who eats, sleeps, breathes, and devotes everything that they have to that ring. And my husband is a goddamn exemplary pro wrestler.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, because every pro wrestling fan in the world was tuning in to see Legacy with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Ted DiBiase Jr.
But you, I think you're pretend. He's obviously not here right now, and you know why. He was your friend. And yet you took an unforgiving steel chair and ended all of that to start anew for yourself. He didn't even get a hand up. Not only sound.
Hello.
Okay, we got on.
Not much about you.
What's up, bro?
Not much. Just saw your link because it took me a while to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just playing the most recent episode of AEW, The Road to All Out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. You know, you got the greatest promo cutter of all time, Brandy Rhodes. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, now that Leon is here, we will react to this together as a family. So I'll continue playing it as I was.
But I also
Okay.
don't give a damn about you, so I'm just going to tell you what I think. That blood that I saw pooling out of the back of his head may as well have been a mirror into your future. I have seen that man take a backdrop on his neck. I've seen him take a ring bell to the skull. I've sat at home on my couch and watched while he climbed a 20-foot steel cage and moonsaulted off only to eat shit. But you know what? He got back up. He always gets back up. Can you say the same?
Stardust always gets back up, ladies and gentlemen.
So now you've drugged Tully Blanchard into this mess, and I'm not even going to pretend to know what inhabits that man's mind this many years removed from feuding with Dusty, but I do know this. This ain't the first time the rules have circled. In fact, once I took this name, I found out pretty quickly that they're always on the doorstep. Roads may as well wet for bullseye, but that's fine.
What?
We welcome that. It's what makes us who we are. 10 staples to the back of my beloved's head. That was your 15 minutes. I really hope you enjoyed them.
Okay, I'll give her props in this. She's better than cutting a fucking. She's better at cutting a promo than Stephanie McMahon. I'll give her that. She's better at cutting. You know, my husband's dick is the best promo than than Stephanie McMahon.
You got that right.
Oh God, Brandy Rhodes should just not cut promos at all. And you know, other people can disagree with me on this, and it's totally subjective, but it's terrible. You know, well, 10 staples to the back of my husband's head is all you're gonna get. But Sean Spears, he is the best, and it's just you're gonna keep just like It's a little weird. I don't know, Leon. What's your opinion on that? Are you hyped for Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears at All Out?
Well, yeah.
I'm hyped too. I mean, it could be a good match as long as Shawn Spears wins. That's the only thing that's the only outcome of this. If they're gonna push Shawn Spears as the chairman, hitting people over the head with chairs and shit, then they gotta just have him beat the shit out of Kofi. I mean, not Kofi, Cody. But
Yeah.
he should beat the shit out of Kofi Kingston too. But I don't know. But talking about the greatness that is AEW all the time. Let's talk about AEW All Out. And right now, I'm going to pull up the official card for AEW All Out because it is this Saturday, Leon. And it's. Are you going to be purchasing the AEW All Out event?
Um, I may have to find another way to watch it because my computer's been acting very weird for like the last week and a half.
Yeah. Yep. Well, a lot of changes have. Well, not a lot, but some changes have been made to the AEW All Out card. It is now officially, instead of John Moxley versus Kenny Omega, it is going to be Pac or Pac. I don't know how the fuck you say it, but it's Pac versus Kenny Omega at All Out.
Oh, you mean Neville's new name?
Yep, the former Neville is now going to be facing Kenny Omega at All Out.
Hmm.
Now, Pac was going to compete at Double or Nothing against Hangman Page, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a visa issue or if it was something. I don't know, but Pac didn't. He pulled out of that match, so he hasn't been seen in AEW since then. So we're going to see the official debut of Pac in AEW against Kenny Omega. Now, people can shit on that or whatever. I don't know. I think that's a good match to have Pac debut with against Kenny Omega. It's a thrown together match, sure, because people were hoping to see John Moxley versus Kenny Omega, but John Moxley has staph infection, and this is the second time he's had a staph infection in that arm. So it's a little iffy for John Moxley right now. I don't know what his status is right now. When he's going to come back, or if he's going to come back. Like, his injuries right now is nothing to fuck with. Like, he has a pretty fucked up injury right now. He has a MRSA infection. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't. So his injury is pretty serious. So I don't know when he's going to come back or if he's going to come because like Hardcore Holly had the same injury and he almost lost his arm. And this is the second time John Moxley has had this particular injury in that arm. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what's going to happen. And Kenny Omega, by the way, cut this great promo. Did you see this, Leon?
No, I did not.
Okay, so this is the best Kenny Omega promo I've seen, and it's him cutting a promo on John Moxley about his. All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Here we go.
Moxley. Geez, I woke up today and I was told that it's not a joke and you're going to break my jaw. I've seen the tough guy act, and you pull it off quite well. So, so
Mox is out.
what do you mean?
He's out of the match. Yeah, he has staph infection.
No, for real? Who'd you hear from?
I just got it from Cody just now.
No one right there. He didn't tell. Give me a second. Okay. 1 second.
Okay, you want to just reset?
No. Steve, I'm mic'd up. Let's kill the lights because let's talk about this. We might as well talk about it. You know what? Wow, what a sad story, right? Don't you feel sorry for John Moxley? I mean, he just showed up.
Wait, can you hear it good, Leon?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure if you hear it good.
He defied the wrestling god, and he came to AEW, threw me off a stack of chips, and then he went on this journey, a warrior's journey. He wanted to know what it was like to live a month in the life of Kenny Omega's shoes. Insert wrestler named here, better than sign, Kenny Omega. And people were doing that with you. They were. Because you were like the hot topic for 15 minutes. This is your big chance of redemption in the excitement of being a free man. You called it a paradigm shift, right? That was cool, like you're going to shirt. And then you went to Japan. How did that tournament go in Japan? Did you win? I know, but I did. First try. Got the shirt to prove it. You decided to start wanting to check off all those boxes on that bucket list of yours. Did anyone really talk about you in Japan? You got a boo-boo on your elbow.
Okay, that was just stupid of him to say. Be like, did anybody really talk about you in Japan? But like, as far as I'm concerned, the whole fucking wrestling world has been talking about him. Like
Yeah.
while he's in the fucking G1. Like that's the only thing anybody has been talking about. Like I couldn't go on Facebook without seeing John Moxley G1 updates. I'm just saying, Kenny, they should have given him some credit there.
What's your explanation? You're just kidding. You're gonna write a sappy tweet apologizing to everyone? Make everyone feel bad for you? Kenny, what happened to the dream match? Kenny, what happened to John Moxley? What happened to my tree? Did I go to Japan and wrestle 24 days of the month before fighting you? No, you see, I did this thing, John. It's called being a professional. What am I supposed to do? I was ready. I took you seriously. I never got myself injured. I got myself in the best shape of my life. You never took me seriously. You never took this pay-per-view seriously. You owe everyone an apology. Look in the mirror, John. Mm-hmm. You should look in the mirror and you should ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? I'm playing this all back in my mind and I'm thinking, oh shit. Oh boy, I'm being really insensitive because this is a real serious injury. It could have happened to anybody, right? You were careless. I blame you. And if people want to look at me like I'm the bad guy, jeez, they're just as bad as you. You left a lot of pieces, a lot of broken dreams, and a lot of disappointed fans laid upon my feet. They're begging. Okay, well, I'm gonna beat up the best wrestler in the world. I want to go to Japan. Check. Can I do some indies? Check. For match? Check. See, John, I would love speedy recovery. That's what I'm supposed to say. I'd really give a shit if you ever come back.
Okay, so right away, AEW has just booked 2 months of television. Right away. What the fuck is it? Okay. Well, I don't know what my phone, but right away, AEW has just booked their first month of television right there. Like it's officially made because now John Moxley has an opportunity to come back and make this a big program on AEW on TNT.
Yep.
And this was smart. This was smart on Kenny Omega's part. This was smart on AEW's part. And I'm one of the guys. I'm one of the guys that shits on AEW, and I do shit on AEW because I do think AEW does a lot of fucking shit. They do a lot of, weird shit, and people who say AEW and StarCast aren't the same thing, it's bullshit because they are. They mooch, one feeds off the other. So, I'm gonna send a link to because I gotta get my other co-host in. But people just Scott just says, do you have to have a laptop only to join a live streamer? Yeah, pretty much. You have to have a computer. I don't think you can do it on the phone.
Well, you can, but you have to do it through Safari from what it said on mine. Yeah, they have like the app version of Safari. That's how you can do it on the phone.
Okay, well, Scott will figure it out. He's a smart guy. But anyways, so yeah, AEW has already got their first month of television booked out right now. And now we got Pac versus Kenny Omega at All Out. And this is a big thing. I hope John Moxley recovers fast. I hope, I'm hoping for that. But this could be a match of the year candidate right here with Pac versus Kenny Omega or Neville versus Kenny. I think Neville's a better name. I don't know, fucking Pac. I don't know, or he should just come up with a better name. Pac or Pac is a stupid name. I don't
They
know.
probably use Pac because of that stupid branding shit that WWE does.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Just come up with something better, man. I don't know. It's not that hard. But let's run down the AEW All Out card for the pre-show match. We got Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans, and I support this 150% because I've been saying for the past AEW shows they shouldn't have fucking Sunny Kiss versus the Librarians as the fucking pre-show. They should have matches that are legitimately good to draw people into the to like, wow, maybe I'll buy it, maybe I'll spend $50 to pay for this shit. If they have it on the pre-show on YouTube, then it'll entice people more to come into for the pay-per-view. So we got Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans. I think I'm pretty sure they're going to go with Private Party here because they've been booking them pretty strong, and they've been. I think at the last event they were like in the crowd chilling, and we were like, "Oh, it's AEW's hottest tag team, Private Party." So I think they're just gonna give them the win. But I'm hoping that Angelico and Jack Evans win because I fucking love those two as a tag team with their neon, throw up fucking attires. It's beautiful. I love their attires. It looks like fucking baby barf on the fucking ground. But other than that, it looks great. So, yeah. So I don't know who do you pick to win this match, Leon? And do you pick Angelico and Jack Evans or fucking Private Party?
I'm
We
not.
got Matt Riddle, official gaming is better than Goldberg in the chat. And he said Pac versus Omega will be off the chains. I agree with that. It'll be a pretty damn good match. Honestly, I think it would have been. It's probably better than Moxley versus Omega would have been, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just being honest. I think Moxley versus Omega would have been fine. It would have been a good match, but I think Pac versus Omega, like as a wrestling match, I feel like that's gonna be more like that's gonna bring the Japanese audience and all that shit into AEW. So I feel like this is a win-win situation, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just going off. But what's your thoughts on this Angelico versus Jack Evans and fucking Private Party versus I don't know, yeah, this match? What's your thoughts on this pre-show match?
Well, to be honest, I never heard of both teams because I have been like watching AEW all that much because of work and shit.
I I mean, yeah, the only thing I've really seen of AEW is their fucking YouTube show, which is great. They got their YouTube show, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, see, Will just brought up a fucking great point. He said Private Party will win because they're building them up, and yeah, like I think aren't they in a tournament right now or something like that? I don't know. It's like a tournament. Let me see. Let me see. Is this the tournament match? All right, no, it's not a tournament. So I'm pretty sure they're in a tournament for the tag team titles, anyways. And they're already building up Private Party to be like the fucking at the last event. They were like, "Oh, this is AEW's hottest tag team." So it's pretty obvious who's gonna win this match. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. So do you want to move into the next match?
Yep.
Because this match is gonna fucking it's gonna blow everyone away, dude. It's the 21 women casino battle royal. For the winner will receive a match for the inaugural AEW Women's World Championship. And have you seen the concept art for this belt?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'm gonna look this shit up right now. All right, so I'm just gonna talk over my dumbass while I look this shit up. So, the AEW Women's World Championship is the official title for for the women's championship they're going to be doing. And who do you think is going to be the women's world champion, Leon? Is it going to be Brandy Rhodes or is it going to be Brandy Rhodes?
Randy will probably win because, let's be honest, most of the authority figures get over with the first shit.
Well, and yeah, definitely. And I don't know if this is official or if I'm pretty sure this is an official thing. I'm gonna screen share this in a little bit, but or I'll show it on my fucking phone because I'm amateur as fuck. So, but I don't know if this is official. They've shown this on promotion for the upcoming because I think the first show on AEW on TNT is going to be for the AEW Women's World Title. So they got it all set up. But yeah, this is an official image. I'm gonna make sure I'm not bullshitting. And John Moxley supposedly advertised for this shit too, but I don't think so anymore. So this is an official image that they got. Hold up to the camera. Make sure. Fuck, let me focusing on it.
That's better than any title that WWE produces.
I mean, I like good, but like you kind of see like it says AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know if that's the. I mean, I'm terrible. I'm sorry for anyone who's watching this if that looks terrible, but go fuck yourselves. But anyways, that's what it's supposedly gonna look like. It looks like the WWE Tag Team belts, basically. I mean, it's better than the women's championship, I guess. I don't fucking know. But I think it's either going to be Brandy Rhodes or Brandy Rhodes that wins this title altogether. But who do you think is going to win the Battle Royal? Now I'm going to announce who's announced so far for the Battle Royal. We got Nyla Rose, the Dyke, who if you call them a Dyke, you get ostracized in the wrestling community. But Nyla Rose is in this match. We got Britt Baker, we got Allie, we got Brandy Rhodes, we got Teal Piper, the daughter of Roddy Piper, and Evilise and Jazz, and then Big Swole and Sadie Gibbs, and then 12 other opponents to be announced. So, who do you think is going to win this match besides Brandy Rhodes?
Well, this may be a little convenient, but I'm gonna throw Teal out there.
I don't know, dude. Like this is her first official match ever, her first official match ever. And if you want people to, I guess if you want people to get invested in Teal Piper, then that's how you go. But okay, see, Will stole the fucking okay. I wish Will didn't fucking spoil this shit because I was gonna say this, but Tessa Blanchard will win as a surprise entry. And see, that's the best. That's where they have to go if they want to fucking just you know blow their load really quick, and they want people to get invested. They got to have Tessa Blanchard, because if you think about it, it makes the most sense. And if Tessa Blanchard, especially if she comes in there, if she eliminates Brandy, it'll make as much sense as ever, because then you have a natural built feud right there between Brandy Rose and Tessa Blanchard, even though Brandy Rhodes is fucking duller than dishwater. But that's okay. So I'm predicting, as Will pointed out, Tessa Blanchard to come in and win this match. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Tennille Dashwood or Emma in this match, because I mean it'd be fucking stupid if we didn't see her in this match. But she's signed to Impact Wrestling, and everyone's watching Impact Wrestling nowadays. But yeah, so you're voting for Teal Piper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm thinking it's Tessa Blanchard, or they might just go with Emma on this shit if Tessa's not in this. Because I could see Tessa going to WWE, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because she's got. I just think with the Charlotte connection and all that shit, I feel like and she's been in WWE before, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't she in the Mae Young Classic the first year?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
but
sure
I don't think they called her back as far as the NXT thing
it's
goes.
stupid. That's stupid if they didn't. So I don't know. But for the official card, we have Rio versus Hikaru Shida. This is a women's match, I think. Let me see. Okay, Rio. We got Rio. Yeah. Okay, so is Rio the fucking girl? Is she the little girl that wrestled Kenny Omega?
I think so. I'm not sure.
She has to be. I feel like she has to be, dude, because she looked like her when she was in that match. Let me look this shit up. I have to look this shit up. Huh. I'm not finding anything, but yeah, Rio is very tiny. She was in NXT apparently. Will saying so. Okay. Um, okay, yeah, that's fucking weird. Anyways, I don't know who the fuck these people are, so I don't know who's gonna win this match. I'm just gonna skip over that, and I'm gonna say the bathroom wins this match. Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking know. I dick Emma in all her holes, including her ear holes, given the opportunity. I agree with you on that. Well, definitely. I would definitely do all that. But yes, we have the man and his dinosaur. I mean, the boy and his dinosaur, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, with Marco Stunt against SoCal Uncensored. We got the 50-year-old man Christopher Daniels and the 42-year-old man, or however the fuck old he is, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky. Um, it's fucking Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt have to win this match.
Well, I'm not gonna comment because I don't know.
No. They have to win this match. You're telling me that they're gonna have fucking Christopher Daniels in 2019 be like these new guys? Like, come on. When I saw Christopher Daniels come out on fucking when he was facing Shima at the last event with his fucking microphone, be like, SCU, SCU, it was fucking embarrassing, dude. Like, come on, you're 50 fucking years old. And you know, Christopher Daniels can still go. I'm not taking that away from him, but it's just, you know, come on, dude. Like, you shouldn't be in major spots in wrestling anymore, because he's literally the same fucking guy that he's been since fucking 2006. And that's not a good thing. But yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna comment because of that one gimmick you just announced with that first tag team. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I don't know, dude. It's Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. I'm just gonna say Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy because I don't want to acknowledge Marco Stunt. So Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy have to win this match, and Marco Stunt is gonna get killed. He's gonna get killed in this business. And you know, you can say, oh, you're just sucking fucking Jim Cornette's dick, and you're just saying all this shit. No, this motherfucker's gonna get killed. I'm bigger than this motherfucker. And you know, he's gonna take a clothesline, or he's gonna fucking fall on his neck, and he's just gonna he's gonna snap his neck. Like, I'm just. Have you seen how small Marco Stunt is, Leon? Do you know who Marco
No,
Stunt
I have
is?
not.
Do you know who Marco Stunt is?
Who the fuck's that guy?
Look up Marco Stunt on YouTube.
All right, let me.
Yeah,
All
like
right, let me.
if you can screen share, I implore you to do so, because look up Marko Stunt on YouTube, because you'll see that this motherfucker has no place in wrestling. Like, I have more place in wrestling than this motherfucker does, and I'll say that right now.
He's that fucking small. Jesus, he's gonna get fucking murdered.
Yeah. And he's apparently a part of this Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy act. Like, he's like their man, or I don't fucking know. He's like their manager or some shit, or their mascot. Oh fucking no.
Well,
But this guy's gonna get killed.
Who gives a fuck?
I mean, I don't really give a fuck in the long run, but I'm just saying, like, if you know. And I saw. Did you see Did you see that guy who complained about Marco Stunt being signed by AEW?
Bro, I haven't been on Facebook in like a week.
Oh, dude, it's it's funny. Someone like complained about it. Yeah, okay. Here it is. Indie wrestler trashes AEW for signing Marco Stunt. Okay. When I was 6, I wanted to be a professional wrestler. I idolized the men I saw on TV, flipping the channel from Raw to Nitro each Monday night. Men like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, HHH, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, The Warrior, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Goldberg, Sting, too many to name. And so then I trained hard my entire life, getting recognized in college by Warrior, getting scouted by Briscoe, jumping into the wrestling world myself in 2014, doing all the right things, still doing it, saying all the right things, rubbing the right elbows, just wanting a shot at a contract to get my foot in the door and to have a platform to perform. But in reality, this is what a major promotion decides to sign. 5'2" and 115 pounds of Marco Stunt, a guy that 6-year-old me laughs at. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't care. This is silly as shit, but a slap in the face to real athletes.
What a
I mean,
fag.
yeah, I agree with that. He's a total fucking fag, but I agree with him like maybe 15% and then disagree like the other 95%. So, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm bad at math. But I think for them to waste the contract on Marco Stunt, it's like it's like the equivalent of them giving a deal to James Ellsworth. I would say,
Yeah.
like, because James Ellsworth could basically do the same exact shit that Marco Stunt is doing, but
Yeah.
without the pedophilia. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so, um, so I don't know about all that. So I mean, if they want, see, this is where it goes, and nobody wants to admit this, but this is what fucks over AEW in the long run because they're signing all these fucking guys who are just over initially, and I wouldn't be surprised if they sign Superhuman. Do you know who Superhuman is?
Don't even get me going on that fucking faggot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if we see a spot fest with Joey Janela and Superhuman. It's already been teased. It's gonna happen. Superhuman's making his debut, I think, like next month or whatever. Fuck it's against Joey Janela and it's against fucking other people. It's a 6-man match, and we're gonna see Superhuman in his first wrestling match. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Superhuman on TNT very soon. I'm just saying.
If I could just be frank about that guy, the guy fucking sucks.
He's just gonna kill himself in the long run.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever seen the birthday video where Tony Schiavone raps "Lick That Pussy"? What?
Wait,
Wait,
what?
what? What, Scott? Scott, you gotta send Scott. You can't just like tell me. Have you seen that? Like, you gotta send me what you're referencing. Like, send me this clip that you're referencing. Have you ever seen the birthday video where Tony Schiavone raps "Lick That Pussy" from Scott Casey? I mean, if that's a clip, then send it my way, and then I'll react to it. But I don't fucking know.
First
But
time I heard of this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, we got.
Actually, let me see if that's on YouTube while I'm at it.
All right. Well, so yeah, someone's really pissed off. Oh wait, Scott just sent it to me. Scott just sent it to me right now.
Everyone, it's Tony Schiavone from What Happened When, and formerly World Championship Wrestling. A very special happy birthday wish goes out to Sean Kane, who is turning 46 years old. Sean, this is for you. Lick that pussy, lick that pussy, lick that pussy good. Sean Kane, lick
What the fuck?
lick that pussy good, motherfucker. Sean, hope you have a great birthday. Hope you've ordered some Blue Chew. And at age 46, you're going to need Blue Chew to keep hard. I know that. Appreciate you being a
When was this? Oh no, this is recently too. Oh my fucking god.
Send
what,
that to
then?
me on. Send that to me
Oh
on
my god,
Facebook, please.
that's fucking. AEW has made their best signing yet by signing Tony Schiavone. By if you need any if there's any doubt on anybody that AEW that Tony Schiavone's old, he's out of touch, he can't commentate anymore, I'll send you that clip and you will be convinced otherwise because Tony Schiavone still got it. Fuck, I'll send that to you right now, Leon. That's fucking funny. Oh my god. I didn't think that was legit. Oh my god. It's fucking that's hilarious.
I didn't think
Tony
that was
Schiavone's a
legit
fucking
either.
badass. Tony Schiavone's a badass, to agree to that shit. He was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah, he'll do anything.
Yeah, he's the ultimate badass ever. So I implore AEW for signing Tony Schiavone. But I don't know how that's going to work with him and Jim Ross on the same commentary team because I think they're both play-by-play guys. So I don't know. But let's get into more of the AEW All Out card. I already discussed Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy and Mark. We were already in agreement that Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy are in that match, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, next match we got fucking Darby Allin versus Jelly Janela versus Jimmy Havoc in a Cracker Barrel clash.
What kind of fucking match name is that?
I don't know. I'm just reading off of Wikipedia, and that's what it says. It says, did you see that Cracker Barrel clash?
Well, I feel that for whoever named that match that.
Well, apparently, let me look. Okay, fucking. I think Cracker Barrel is sponsoring the match. I don't know. Let me look this up. Let me see if AEW posted something. Yeah, that's fucking weird. What? A Cracker Barrel clash? We're getting a Cracker Barrel clash at All Out. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, they posted that. We are happy to announce that Cracker Barrel Old Country Store is the official match sponsor for the Cracker Barrel Clash with Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin versus Joey Janela at All Out this Saturday, August 31st, live on pay-per-view. And, oh my god.
Okay. I
This
guess if they're
is legit.
sponsoring, yeah. If they're sponsored, then I have no issue with it.
This is legit. Yeah, this is a whole sponsored thing, I guess. Yeah, All Elite Wrestling today announced that Cracker Barrel has been named the presenting match sponsor of the Triple Threat Bout match between. Wow, they put out a whole fucking press release for this shit. Wow, they're fucking they're using that money, man. They're using that money. Okay, so Darby Allin has to win this match. Like, and if they give it to Joey Janela, then we know where the company's going. I'm gonna say because Darby Allin is the best out of all three of them. Because Jimmy Havoc sucks shit, Joey Janela can't fucking work, and Darby Allin. Now anyone can fucking shit on Darby Allin and say, oh, he's a skateboard fuck, he can't work. But Darby Allin is a legitimate wrestler. He's proven that he can legitimately work, and he's fucking crazy. Like he's legitimately proved that he's a crazy motherfucker and he doesn't care about what he does to his body and shit. So if they don't have Darby Allin win this match, then this is stupid. There's no other outcome. Darby Allin has to win this match because he's the most over out of anyone. Nobody talks about Joey Janela. Nobody talks about Jimmy Havoc. All anybody was talking about was Darby Allin, especially for Fight for the Fallen or for the match against Cody. They were talking about Darby Allin, so. And, especially after the match with Cody, like, everyone was talking about the chair shot with Sean Spears, and everything got overshadowed with Darby Allin. And they only really talked about him in that match, and it got overshadowed again. So Darby Allin needs his moment, and this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Some bomb-ass water. I've had ice in here since fucking 2 days ago, and it's been cold ever since. It's a really good. Get yourself a thermo flask out of your local Costco. It's pretty good. But yeah, we're in agreement. Darby Allin should win that match.
Well, I'm gonna pass on that.
Why? What's your opinion, man? You gotta talk too, man. You gotta give me something. Go off, man. This is shooting the shit.
Well, since they're gonna be calling it Cracker Barrel Challenge, you might as well have a Cracker Barrel idiot.
Yeah. Well, the next match, then, we got the Best Friends. Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta versus the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. For the first winner receives a first round bye in the AEW World Tag Team World Tag Team Championship tournament. Trent Beretta and his partner have to win. I mean, Trent Beretta is the only person I know in this whole match. I mean, am I the only one?
Well,
Like,
I'm gonna go with the Best Friends myself because they've been promoting them like crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, all right, we're both in agreement on that. Okay, so
And
the
as
next
far
match.
as this dark thing, I guess they're like a staple from Japan somewhere. I don't fucking know. Because they've been gathering a lot of talent from Japan lately.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're both in agreement on that. Next match, we have the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks. And it's an Escalera de la Muerte. I don't know what that means. It's a ladder. Okay, so it's a fancy word for ladder match for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. I would say the Young Bucks, but since it's for the AAA Championship, it has to it should be the Lucha Bros because they work in Mexico. So
Yeah, I don't know what that first word means, but I know Muerte means death.
yeah, so it's a ladder. It basically means ladder match, like a tag team ladder match.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Lucha Bros have to win because they work in Mexico. So unless they want to do an angle and they have a working and they do have a working relationship with AAA, obviously. So if they want to do an angle and have the Young Bucks win, I could see them doing that too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I could go. I think it could go either way on this match. I really don't have a prediction. It's gonna be it's gonna be a spot fest in this match. You have to look forward to a fucking spot fest because it's the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a spot fest. So I would probably say Lucha Bros, but I could see the Young Bucks winning.
Yeah, I can see the Bucks win as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we're pretty much in agreement on that. Next match we have the let's say one of the most anticipated matches on the card. Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears with Tully Blanchard in this corner. Now I'm just gonna let you talk about this first and give your thoughts on this match. What are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears, aka Ty Dillinger?
For me, I don't know why they need Tully Blanchett in the corner. I mean, how old is he again?
Like 70 something, probably.
You
What's
have a
that?
70-year-old man in your corner for what? Sentimental value? Like, come on.
Yeah. I think it just has to do with the whole connection with the Roads and the Horsemen. You know.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. And honestly, what you could do, and now that Arn Anderson is not employed by WWE, you see where I'm going with this. You could have because on the recent episode of Road to All Out, it was said that Tully Blanchard is in Shawn Spears' corner, and that Cody Rhodes can have someone in his corner. So I think it's going to be either. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It might be fucking Dustin Rhodes. It might be his brother. Or they could go a really unpredictable route and have Arn Anderson because he just recently got released by WWE. So I say if they have Arn Anderson in Cody's corner, then that'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm going for that. I would say that's my one prediction. If I'm gonna say I think Shawn Spears is going to win. I hope he's going to win because they need a really dominant heel going into the AEW TV show, and I think Shawn Spears with Tully Blanchard can be like that act. So they need like that dominant heel. So I think Shawn Spears needs to beat Cody Rhodes and win. And hopefully Cody Rhodes has someone like in his corner that's not predictable. So I think Arn Anderson would be someone to have in his corner.
Yeah.
Yep. So do you have any more thoughts on that match?
No, that's all I had to say about that shit.
All right. Well, the next match we have Pac versus Kenny Omega. And this match I am now really excited for. This is probably my most anticipated match on the whole card. And this is probably going to be the make it or like in my opinion, this is going to be the make it or break match for AEW because this is going to be the match that's going to bring in the Japanese audience. This is going to be the match that's going to bring in, we want to see good wrestling on the show. Well, this is the match to do it. If you have Pac in his first major American pay-per-view match against Kenny Omega, it's I feel like this could work. So I feel like this is going to be a good match. And as far as who wins, that's tough to say. I would think Kenny Omega because I think they want to keep him strong going into the debut on television. But I could see Pac winning it too. So I don't know. I could go either way on this match. But I'm going to say probably Kenny Omega.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Kenny Omega too because they probably want to make him look strong for the TV show, like you said.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that this match is the best match on the card. Like it has to be at this point because Moxley's out. People were looking forward to that match like a lot between Moxley and Omega, and now they have a built-in feud for AEW on TV. So this match only benefits AEW whoever wins. So I don't know. So hopefully, I don't know. Maybe Moxley is in a place where he can maybe make an appearance at All Out, and maybe like after the match, call out Omega so they can keep the feud strong. I don't know. Something like that would be cool. But like I'm just saying, they have a made feud already, and I'm pretty sure Kenny Omega is going to win. But the main event of this card is going to be Hangman Adam Page versus Chris Jericho. Chris midlife crisis Jericho for the AEW World Championship. Now, Leon, give your uncut opinions on who is going to be the first ever AEW World Champion. Like
Well, that's gonna be a hard one because Jericho wants it, sort of, and whoever he's gonna be facing is gonna want it too. So it's gonna be hard to decide on that one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like it's hard to decide, but who in your honest opinion do you think is going to win?
Um, who is facing Jericho again? Because I lost track for a second.
I don't know. I think he's doing like a 6-man tag team match on the first show, on the first AEW show on TNT.
Okay.
No, okay, yeah. It's Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Chris Jericho and a mystery team on the first AEW show. So I feel like Chris Jericho has to be the champion for that. Like, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like like that's first of all that's stupid of them for to announce that. I had a whole fucking brain fart right there, but yeah, it was stupid of them to announce that because Jericho has to be the championship for that unless they want Hangman to be the champion, and that's all well and good if they want to make a star. Then I feel like that's smart, but I don't know. I feel like if they want to draw in casual viewers who haven't seen wrestling in a while, who see this, there's a new wrestling show on TNT, and they see Chris Jericho as the champion, I feel like they'll be like, oh shit, Chris Jericho is still wrestling? Oh shit, he's the champion of this show? Oh shit, let me check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
So I think Chris Jericho is going to become the first AEW World Champion. I feel like that's not shocking at all, but I definitely think Hangman Adam Page is definitely going to win. He's going to be the first person that beats him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because they're obviously high on Hangman, so they're going to have him winning at some point. So for all you Hangman fans out there, don't be discouraged because he's going to get the belt at some point. I feel like he's probably going to be the only. I feel like he's probably going to get it before MJF, and I feel like that's a crime in and of itself. But and MJF doesn't even have a fucking match on the card. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit in my opinion. MJF should have a match, or at least like he needs to have a segment. And I'm hoping, and I think that he is going to have a segment. Like he's just going to come back and just roast the audience for 10 minutes. I hope he does that because that'd be fucking great.
The guy who's been a heel since he's a child doesn't have a match on the card. That's bullshit.
It is fucking bullshit. And and this is a total stab in the fucking dark. And I'm praying to fucking God this happens. But this is probably the most fantasy booking thing that you're ever gonna hear. Or it's a total stab in the dark. But I want MJF to come out there and just shit on the Chicago audience, just shit on all of them. And then guess who comes out? Fucking CM Punk. And then you get CM Punk and MJF in there doing back and forth promos. Like, come on, tell me that wouldn't be fucking iconic.
Oh yeah, it fucking would.
If you want to if you want talk about getting a fucking star over, like that's a way to fucking do it. Because number one, you would have CM Punk return, which is probably going to be the biggest thing in wrestling at this point, besides the fucking Montreal Screwjob. That's probably going to be the biggest thing in wrestling that happens. and you get MJF over, and if you have a fucking promo battle between CM Punk and MJF, I feel like that's fucking money to be made right there.
Yeah.
So that's a total stab in the dark. There's nothing to base that on, but actually there's a little bit to base that on because I saw a documentary with MJF one time, and his favorite wrestler of all time is CM Punk. Like his favorite wrestler of all time is CM Punk, and so this could happen. I'm just saying, it's just that this is just me bullshitting and throwing that out. But if you want to get someone over, if you want to have a great fucking segment, throw MJF out there, insult the Chicago audience, and then have the fucking number one Chicago hero come out there and fucking, like it makes sense. It makes fucking sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
So, and that basically goes into what I was going to ask before I close this off. Do you think CM Punk is showing up at All Out?
Well, on that, it's a 50-50.
I think so, too, at this point. I think it's really a 50-50 because I think the fact that he's showing up at StarCast is probably a good sign.
Yeah.
I have nothing to base that on. People can be like, "Oh, StarCast and AEW, they're not the same thing."
Yeah, they are, bitch.
But, yeah, they are. They are. It's like one eats out the other's ass, so they benefit each other. So I think it's a pretty I don't think it's that too far out of the possibility for people to be like, "Oh, I'm hoping to see CM Punk at All Out," because it's not. It's not too. I don't think it's that too far out for people to feel that way because for him showing up at StarCast and him doing all this shit for the logo of All Out to look like CM Punk's trunks, I'm just saying, people can be like, "Oh yeah, it's a coincidence, dude, the Chicago flag." It's fucking bullshit. They're fucking with the fans. They are. They're fucking with the fans. So if he doesn't show up, they were kind of fucking with the fans. If he does show up, then it's great. Because then AEW has a real, I don't think AEW has a real leg in the competition with WWE until they have CM Punk. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
If they have CM Punk, that's the only thing that can get them over. And, you can show them, be like, "Oh, they don't need CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk star." No, if they got CM Punk, that would push them over the edge and fucking that would get people talking. You can't tell me it wouldn't.
Oh, that'll get them talking within days.
No, within fucking seconds, dude. Because fucking as soon as it happens, fucking people would be fucking the whole wrestling world would jizz their pants, bro. And especially if he comes out talking to someone like MJF, especially it fucking the whole wrestling world would come fucking unglued. And it's just it benefits CM Punk more because you can't tell me that this motherfucker doesn't miss wrestling at least a little bit. Now I don't know this motherfucker. I don't know CM Punk. I don't know how he feels. But this guy's whole life was wrestling. If you watch, have you seen CM Punk's Best in the World documentary, with WWE?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he was, his upbringing and shit. If you know the CM Punk story if you know his story, the first thing he saw of wrestling was Roddy Piper, smashing the coconut over Jimmy Snuka's head. So this motherfucker has a passion for wrestling, and it's still there. You can't tell me that it's not still there. So I'm just saying, and I think Chris Jericho said this, or someone said this about CM Punk. They're they said CM Punk will probably come back to wrestling one day because they equated to something like this. Let's say you don't like pizza. If you're eating pizza for a long fucking time and you just get sick of it and you're just like, "Oh fuck, I don't want to eat pizza ever again." And then one day you're walking down the street and then you smell some fucking pizza from a pizza joint and you're like, "Man, I want some pizza again." That's the same fucking thing with CM Punk, I feel like. Because in recent years, you've seen CM Punk say interviews "Oh, I'm never going back to wrestling ever." But if you hear recent interviews with him, he's like, "Well, no one's ever given me an offer to come back to wrestling, so we'll see." So CM Punk, there's a passion there for wrestling. I feel like, and I feel like if you throw enough money at someone, then they're gonna go for it. I feel like, and if CM Punk doesn't show up at All Out, then this is it. This is it. Then everyone can shut the fuck up because that means that this motherfucker's never coming back to wrestling at this point. Because this is the perfect setup for him to come back. This is literally this is the event set up for him to come back. This is literally they're baiting him to come back. They're just like, "Come on, we got we got this, this, and this. We got Kenny Omega, and like, you know what I'm saying? They're just like fucking like shoving shit in front of his face.
Hmm.
Like this is it. I don't know, and then I feel like it is going to happen, but like I feel like people shouldn't go into the event with that expectation. Like just I feel like people shouldn't be watching this event just to see CM Punk, but I feel like that expectation isn't necessarily wrong. I feel like it's not wrong for people to feel like that, but I also feel like they shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not wrong for people to feel that way because I kind of feel that way too, but it's also people shouldn't just go into that show thinking, "Oh, I'm CM Punk showing up tonight. Oh, is this the segment he's going to show?" Like they should just go into it expecting to see a good wrestling show and see what happens. Like that's what I'm trying to do. That's what that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. So for all these motherfuckers saying, "Oh, CM Punk's definitely going to show up," don't go into it thinking CM Punk's going to show up because there's also a very good chance that he won't. But I think there's a pretty damn good chance that he might. And you can call me wrong, and you could fucking play. You could fucking see all this shit, be like, oh, see, he didn't show up, and all this shit. But I feel like it's not wrong for me to say, oh, he might show up, because there's the signs are there.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on All Out. Is there anything else you want to talk about AEW All Out?
Nope, I said what I pretty much had to say about that.
Yeah, me too. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty good show. I feel like it's what else? It's gonna be going on the same day as NXT UK Takeover Cardiff. It's the same day, and that show is being headlined by a main event by Walter versus Tyler Bate for the NXT UK Championship. Tyler Bate's great, Walter is great, so I'm excited for that. So I don't know. I might be. I don't know what because like I'm not just lying right now. I'm legitimately confused. So I don't know which show I might tune into. I might tune into NXT UK Takeover. I might tune into All Out. I don't fucking know. We'll see.
I
But
might
that's
watch
how.
the Cardiff show because I'm interested to see what they do as far as Walter and Bate.
Well, yeah, no. Walter and Bate is definitely interesting because I could definitely because if Tyler Bate wins it, that'd be fucking great. Because Tyler Bate should win it because he's a great superstar and they should give him something.
Yeah,
But
if he does win it, this is like his second time that he's won the title.
yeah, they'd make a star. They'd make a star because he'd be the first ever 2-time champion.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I'm super excited for Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins. I mean, come on, everybody, that's gonna be great. At Clash of Champions, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman are the tag team champions on Raw now. That's great. They're facing Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler at Clash of Champions, and how do you think that's gonna go? Like, you have a team that's never been like no one like that's never been a team before, like Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, against Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins, who are basically a new team who just won the titles, and they're facing each other at the same show for the Universal Championship. So it's like, how do you think this is gonna go?
Double-edged sword, so it can go either way.
Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler are going to become the champions. It's going to create a whole new thing with them, which I'm happy because it gets Bobby Roode something to do. But we got Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Clash of Champions. Now, I don't think Braun Strowman should win. Well, no, I don't think he's going to win, but I think he should because Braun Strowman has been given jack shit at all, like ever since he won the Greatest Royal Rumble, ever since he I don't know. There's a moment there where Braun Strowman was super fucking over. He was super over at one point, and they just totally shit the bed and turned him heel against Roman Reigns because Roman needed someone to feud with, so they turned him heel and fucked that up. And now they're just trying. They're doing the what I call the Braun Strowman restoration plan, and they're trying to build him back up. And I don't think he's going to beat Rollins. I think Rollins is going to beat him very convincingly. And how I know this now is official because the pay-per-view, the host of the next event of the host of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view I forget where it's at, but the event, like the stadium that's hosting Hell in a Cell, tweeted out that the Fiend Bray Wyatt is challenging for the Universal Championship in a Hell in a Cell match. So there's only one winner in that scenario. So I think the Fiend is going to challenge Seth Rollins to a Hell in a Cell match and is going to beat Seth Rollins to become the Universal Champion. That'd be fucking great.
Actually, let me look that up and see where it's at real quick.
All right, you look it up because I'm pretty sure it was the arena that it's the arena that's holding Hell in a Cell that tweeted it out.
It might tell me where it's going to be taking place.
By the way, does anybody want to join? Like, Leon, do you have anybody that wants to join this shit?
Okay, the venue that's going to be holding it is Golden One Center.
Okay.
That's probably the arena that tweeted that out, Golden One Center.
Yeah, well, usually when that happens, it ends up being true.
Yeah.
So they tweeted out that the Fiend is challenging either Seth Rollins or Braun Strowman for the Universal title in the Hell in a Cell match. So, if that happens, then the Fiend has to win. The Fiend, and that's the and then the WWE is doing a great job right now because that's the best way to go with the Fiend. Because if they're trying to hotshot the Fiend and putting all this like investment and shit into Bray Wyatt and all this shit, then they need to put the title on him like right away. They need to just hotshot that shit onto him. So I'm in full support of this. I'm in full support of this, and I hope they do it. I hope he just wins right away. I really do.
Yeah, I hope so myself.
Yep. So, all in all, is there anything else, Leon, that you want to talk about, or is there anything you want to? Is there any shit that you want to shoot on?
Nope, but I will say one thing. I do have a new fan page for you to follow. I'll link that later.
Oh yeah, just send it to me. And just send whatever you want to link, like, and I'll send it, and just send it to me, and I'll link it in the description.
Okay.
But yeah, is there anything else that you want to say?
Nope, that's about it because it's like almost 1 in the morning.
Yeah, no, I gotta dip out too. Gotta watch my shows. They finally put Mr. In Between on Hulu, so I might go check that out. You gotta check that show out if you got Hulu or if you got like Leon. Do you watch FX or anything like those networks?
No, I don't have cable anymore, to be honest.
Do you have Hulu?
My fiance did, but not me.
All right, well, try to. All right, well, I'll try to get you some Hulu. I got you, bro, because you gotta watch this show. I feel like you would like it. But anyways, so this has been Shooting the Shit with Cubics. I pretty much covered all I've wanted to cover on this show. Like, I don't know if I'm trying to think if there's anything I've written down because I did write down some notes before I started this show that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, no, King of the Ring, All Out. Yep, no. So I pretty much talked about anything I wanted to talk about. So if there's anybody in the chat that wants to, I mean, there's 3 people watching this. So I don't know anybody who wants to comment and talk about some certain shit. I don't know. You can come into the show and talk about it. I don't know, but we'll see if anybody comments in the next 2 minutes or so. But this has been Shooting the Shit. I am Jacob McGovern. That is Leon, and I will link his shit in the description so you guys can check out all the things he's got going on because this motherfucker is fantastic. But yeah, this has been Shooting the Shit with me, Jacob McGovern, aka Cubics. This is where the shit gets shittier every single time. So I'll see you guys later. Like this shit, comment, and subscribe. Keep your dicks hard and your pussies wet. Now, this shit is going to take a while for me to end this shit because I got to press a lot of buttons. But peace out, motherfuckers.